Hi everyone, my name is Ruth Daphne Prilla, and today I will be tackling about the radio trends, which are digital and online radio, the sound of future. But first, I would like to apologize if there are interruptions as I record this video. Now, before we head on to our formal discussion, let's have a brief background on radio industry. So, Guglielmo Marconi was an Italian scientist and inventor. He built the first wireless telegraph, which sent messages through the air for the first time. Now, this invention was the starting point of radio. Now, Marconi's wireless telegraph sent messages in the form of coded clicks, which we all know as the Morse code. Then scientists added their inventions to it, which then leads to the commercial radios. As given in the example, we can purchase this in the market. Now, radio continues to evolve and adapt to the changing media landscape, and the ongoing trends are the digital and online radios. Now, they also embrace social media and interactivity, where they actively use platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram to interact with their audience, conduct polls, and of course, to promote their content. Now, let's proceed to some identified problems in the history or evolution of radio broadcasting in the Philippines. First, radio is inaccessible for rural areas as most of the barrios don't have electricity. Now, of course, lack of electricity infrastructure can limit the availability and reach of traditional radio broadcasts. But we already have the battery powered radios and, of course, the convergence of mobile and internet technologies. Second, most people perceive radio as a luxury. Now, radio was never seen as a basic necessity before. Next, we have the colonial mentality on radio preference. It was observed that Filipinos exhibit a preference for foreign radio brands due to perceived prestige or a perception that they are superior. That is why they did not patronize the radio brand name Mabuhay, even though they are in much need of radios back then. Next, we have the sensationalized news. So it was noted that radios before prioritized sensationalized content to generate higher ratings or increase audience engagement, or sometimes it could be caused by immediate gratification. Next, we have the immoral and offensive contents or commercial. Now, like any form of media, radio has also faced criticisms for promoting content that is deemed inappropriate, offensive, or morally questionable. And lastly, the interference issues. Back then, radios would experience interference issues that can affect the quality of the broadcast. This could be because of the atmospheric conditions, physical obstacles, and others. Now let's proceed to the radio trends. We have the digital and online radio. Now, when we say digital radio, it is the processing of sounds into patterns of numbers or digits. Now, in contrast, traditional analog radios process sounds in patterns of electrical signals that resemble sound waves. Then we have the online radio. This is the digital signal processing, which enables the transmission of radio broadcasts via the internet. Now, the internet does not only make a radio broadcast interactive, but it also makes possible enrichment of the broadcast, as you can get everything from the internet now. And of course, the advantages of these radio trends. First, we have the superior sound quality that is comparable to a compact disc. Now, digital radio technology provides the potential for superior sound quality compared to traditional analog radio. This also offers listeners a more immersive and enjoyable audio experience. Next, we have the interference free reception or signal. Now, this radio trends offer the potential for a clearer and more consistent audio stream, particularly in areas with challenging reception conditions. But I don't think they are entirely immune with interference issues. Say, we don't have any access to internet, this will still be a problem if we would think about it. And of course, the ability to transmit data and provide supplementary information. Now, this allows for a more interactive, personalized, and informative engagement with the content being broadcasted. And lastly, the efficient use of the spectrum and lower installation and operating costs. So, of course, there will be no more installation of infrastructures like tower, transmitter, etc. This definitely presents opportunities for cost savings and, of course, increased flexibility compared to traditional terrestrial radio. Now, these are some samples of famous online radio stations here in the Philippines. We have the Wish 107.5, the Love Radio, and DZGB Live, which is located in Legazpi, Albay. Now, all of these stations are already embracing modernization to adapt to the changing landscape of digital media and, of course, to meet the evolving needs of the listeners. So here are the references of my report. You can search it up in the internet. I hope you learned something today. Thank you.